My name is Kanhaiya Jha, and I'm heading the Admission and Marketing Department for International College of Financial Planning. So, just to give you a glimpse of who we are and what ISOP do, International College of Financial Planning (ISOP) was established in 2002 by Bajaj Capital Limited to offer super specialized education in finance. ISOP is pioneer in financial planning education and the one who brought the Certified Financial Planner certification to India. ISOP is the first and largest authorized education provider of FPSB Board USA. We also have touched the 100% passing rate in CFP examination. So let's come back to our today's talk. The topic is role of financial advisors in goal-based planning. We have two speakers for today's event. Anil Chopra sir, he is a Group Director, Corporate Affairs and Financial Well-being at Bajaj Capital Limited. He has been with Bajaj Capital from nearly 4 decades. He is a commerce graduate from prestigious Ramjas College, Delhi. He is a chartered accountant and a certified financial planner by qualification. He is among the first batch of certified financial planner in India. He is an avid speaker, over 1500 plus sessions and talk to his credit. He regularly appears at G Business, NRI News, Money Control, Live Mint, India Today, Business Today, Economics Time, to mention a few. Our second speaker of today's event is Rishi Narang. He is a star faculty of ISOP. He is a certified financial planner. He is a MMS in finance and carries over 15 years of experience in financial advisory and research. Thank you so much, Chopra sir. Over to you.
Thank you, and good morning, friends. And I extend you a very warm welcome on behalf of Bajaj Capital as well as ISOFP for having agreed to spare, next 1 hour with us on this trying to understand, what roles CFP can play, in society, and why all of you should consider embracing this particular profession as your religion, so that you also contribute, to your best to the society. So, friends, like Kanhaiya introduced me to you, I'll just take a few seconds to tell you about our company. The parent company, Bajaj Capital, was started way back in 1964 by our senior chairman, Mr. K.K. Bajaj, from a small office in Connaught Place in New Delhi. And from that one office now, we have grown to over 250 offices all over the country. Wherever you are, I'm sure you will find, an office of Bajaj Capital from where, all the potential clients can take their services. And friends, as far as I am concerned, Kanhaiya already told you that my name is Anil Chopra. I am a chartered accountant by profession. I am also a certified financial planner. And I joined Bajaj Capital in 1984. Yes, so I'm going to complete 40 years in few months. And I was the CEO of the company till 2017. And in that year, my role was changed to Group Director, Corporate Affairs and Financial Well-being, which is still my role. So friends, let me tell you in advance that today can be a life-changing day for most of you. Today is 9th September and it's a Saturday. Also, I'm sure all of you know that very prestigious day for India because G20 summit has begun, in the capital, and it's a day which we can never forget. And I'm sure if you take a very important decision of your life of becoming a certified financial planner by the end of this session, then you will also never forget this day, which is 9th September. So friends, let me begin by, just energizing your fingers and asking you if you could share with me from what all cities have you joined today. I know we have a good number of aspirants, but just share the name of the city from where you have joined today. That will give me some idea as to from what all different parts of the country we have, our attendees. So if you could, okay, so we have people from Jaipur, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Rajasthan also, Nimbahera, Jhunjhunu, wonderful, Gurugram also, of course, Gurugram is our local, and Nitesh from Mumbai, Sarthak from Dubai. Okay, we have people from Dubai also. Great, and Siliguri, Bhubaneswar. Thank you so much, friends. So now we see that how vast our country is, and we are representing almost every state, Uttarakhand, Latur, which is in Maharashtra, etc. So friends, if I were to ask you, what is your opinion about doctors. Type yes if you feel that you have a lot of respect for doctors. Just type yes if you feel that doctors are playing a very important role. Okay, so we have a lot of yeses. Yes, great, great. And do you believe that they play a very important role in the society? You feel that doctors play a very important role in society? Just type yes if you say yes. Okay, a lot of people are saying. And if I were to tell you that you can also become a doctor, not a medical doctor, but a financial doctor. Would you like to become a financial doctor? Just type yes if you also want to be known as a doctor, not a medical doctor, but a financial doctor. Yes, Rishit Sharda is happy. Ekta is too much happy. Meghal Agarwal. Yes. And by becoming a financial doctor, do you wish to make an impact on society? Do you want to contribute to society? Just type yes if you want to become a financial doctor and you want to help society, you want to contribute to society. Right. So we have obviously a lot of yeses. I can see the excitement. I can see the optimism, the enthusiasm. Yes, friends, today is the day, 9 September 2023, when you will understand the requirements and you will have the confidence that all of you can become financial doctors and contribute to the society for the rest of your life. Not only, lead a very highly financially rewarding career, but also making a huge impact on your family, on your friends, on your neighbors, on the entire society around you. So that is, my promise to you. Thank you so much, Mr. Hanumanth Rao and Shivruda Kore and Nilesh Talati. Right, friends? So now, first of all, let me tell you, as a financial doctor, what is it that you will be doing? You would be helping your clients improve their financial immunity. Just like medical doctors, help the patient build their physical immunity, you would be helping improve their financial immunity. You will be helping improve their financial fitness. You would be ensuring that your clients attain financial freedom. You will be ensuring that your clients enjoy financial independence. You will ensure that not only you, but all your clients also enjoy financial wellness. They enjoy financial well-being. You will make sure that your clients achieve financial nirvana. You will ensure that not only you, but everybody around you experiences financial moksha. How are you feeling now? You think you can do this? You think you can improve financial immunity of people around you? You think you can improve financial fitness of your clients, of your family, of your friends? Yes, sure, Manigandan, you can. Yes, Inderjit Singh, all of you can. Okay, so this is the path I want you to choose. But what is the requirement? What is the requirement? You have come to the right place. The requirement is that you should choose this profession of CFP, which is Certified Financial Planner. As I told you, that I am a chartered accountant also and a CFP also. Chartered accountant, everybody knows. Very prestigious, very tough, isn't it? To do CA is not easy. It takes 4 years. It takes 4 years, and then also not everyone passes. Only 25% qualify as CA. I'm sure you know this. But today we are not talking about CA. We are talking about equally powerful CFP, Certified Financial Planner, where it doesn't need 4 years like CA. You can become a CFP in about 1 to 1.5 years. If you do really well, maybe in less than 1 year also. But more about that, Mr. Rishi Narang will tell you what you need to do. Of course, some hard work is required, right? Some hard work is required. But I'm telling you that today is 9 September 2023. By 9 September 2024, some of you or many of you can become CFP, Certified Financial Planner. So just imagine Priyanka Surve, CFP, Nimit Gosalia, CFP, Sachin Kumar, CFP, Dinesh Ambade, MP Sridhar. You have your visiting card outside your home. It is written your name and a CFP, certified. Just like people write MBBS, you can write CFP, Certified Financial Planner. Let me tell you, friend, this profession of financial planning is a very new one, is a very noble one. It just started only about 50 years ago. Okay, Tejas is already a CFP. Wonderful, wonderful. Great to know. Great to know, Tejas. Okay, and it started in USA. And in fact, I visited USA in 1999, which is about 23 years ago. And in fact, it is on record. Just like people know that who was the first person to go to Mount Everest, or to go to moon. Similarly, the person talking to you, that is me. I was the first person from the Indian, our country, to enter the Office of Financial Planning Standards Board in Denver, Colorado, USA in November 1999. Yes, I was the first person. So my name is written, in some kind of history books, that I was the first person, and I went there because I wanted to know more about this concept of financial planning, and we understood it, and we invited, and rest is history. Okay, now in the entire country, in our country, there are just little over 2,000 CFPs, 2,400 or 2,500. The number is growing, but slowly. In the entire world, there are only little more than 200,000 or 2 lakh, say, little more than 2 lakh CFPs are there. But you can imagine that in a vast country like India, which is progressing so fast, how much is the requirement and how much is the demand, right? Now, most of you would be wanting to know that to become a CFP, what you need to do, right? This is what must be coming to your mind. So let me tell you that in order to qualify and practice as a certified financial planner, what are the requirements? There are 4 requirements, friends. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you can note down what are the 4 requirements. The first one is, of course, these requirements, we call them 4 E's. E for England, E's. Okay. So the first E is education. So you agree that unless you have proper education of this field, you cannot become CFP, right? But that is where ICOFP will play our role. People are there, Mr. Kanaya, Mr. Rishi, Mr. Krishan, so many, we have so lovely faculties we have, and we have been doing this for 20 years, okay? So education is first thing. You should be prepared to do some studies. Education of what? What you need to study? You need to study tax planning, financial planning, what is debt, what is equity, what is gold, what is property, what is insurance, what are the basic financial goals, children education, children marriage, buying a house. These are simple things, everything to do with money and finance, stock market, etc., mutual funds. This is what will be taught to you, right? So education is first thing, right? Education. So first E is education. Okay, Abid Hussain? Okay, Maningandan, you agree? And then, friends, the second E is exam. You agree? That your education, you may do a lot of studies, but anybody before they call you CFP, they have to ensure that you pass the exam, isn't it? So examination is a final stamp that you have done good education, right? So examinations are held regularly by FPSB, Financial Planning Standard Board, India, under the umbrella of FPSB USA, right? So FPSB US is the global board, Financial Planning Standard Board in Denver, where I went in 1999, right? And under that, now this particular program of CFP is being offered in some 15 or 20 countries. When I had gone, there were only 6-7 countries at that time. USA, Canada, Australia, UK, Singapore, Germany, etc. But now today it is there in Brazil, in Hong Kong, in New Zealand, of course in India, and in so many other countries also, right? So, but only about 20 odd countries or so. And so examination is held under the umbrella of FPSB, and it is held online. Okay, every few months you will be notified of the dates, so you don't have to go anywhere. I know you all are very much familiar these days that most of the examinations are done sitting in front of computer online, right? So you have to go through education, for which you would be given some tuition, some lectures, some virtual training will be imparted to you, you will be expected to attend some virtual classes, and then you have to sit for exam. Of course, you have to pass the exam. So once you have done these 2 E's, education and examination, then comes the third E, and the third E is experience. You agree that experience is also important, because supposing you are sick, you want to go to a doctor, but you won't go to a doctor who has just become yesterday only, isn't it? So people want to know that whether the person has sufficient experience or not, right? And to some of you may already be having some experience. Maybe you work in a bank, maybe you work in a NBFC. That experience will be counted. Okay. Otherwise, Bajaj Capital, where I am a group director, we will ensure that you are given any sufficient experience so that you can also then start practicing as a certified financial planner. Okay, so the third E is experience, which is also important. And I'm sure, like you look for experience, when you want to go to a doctor or an advocate or any other professional, even your clients also would like to know whether you have at least 1 year experience or not in handling people's money, in handling people's financial matters. Okay, so third E is experience. And then the fourth E is very important, friends. Fourth E is ethics. Like in any other profession, like doctors also, they have to be very ethical, right? They have to ensure that they first diagnose you properly and then give you proper medication. Similarly, as a certified financial planner, you will be advising people about their retirement planning, about their money matters. You have to be very ethical. You have to ensure that you don't give an advice which can jeopardize or which can harm your client. Sometimes there are some black sheep. In order to earn some commission or some income, they end up giving wrong advice. So such people are ousted from CFP. Their CFP certification is taken back. Okay, so I'm sure you understand that ethics or being ethical is very, very, very important. So now let me see, do some of you remember? Let me see who gives the first answer. What are the 4 E's that I have talked about? Let me see. Some people would have noted it. What are the 1, 2, 3, 4 E's that I have talked about? Which are, yes, education is one. Yes, education, exam experience, ethics. Yes, Srijit has given good answer. Yes, correct, Pooja Sarkar. Yes, Dheeraj. Yes. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you. Right. Now, these are the requirements. Okay. You have to go through education. You have to sit for exam. You have to have experience. And then you have to be ethical. Right. Now comes the other important part, that as a CFP, once you become a certified financial planner, which you can become 1 year from now, 1.5 years from now, 2 years. Some people take a little longer. Some people take it easy. It's up to you whether you want to do it very fast or you want to do it easy, leisurely. It's up to you. After you become, then will come the question that what is it that you will be doing when you are out in the field, when you will be dealing with your clients. So what does a financial planner do? You can note there is one sentence which will tell you what you are required to do. Of course, you can say you will help clients improve their financial fitness. You will help clients to improve their financial immunity, etc., etc. But my one line, which is which I like the most to describe what does a certified financial planner do, and that is we help our clients achieve their financial goals. Do you like this sentence? Do you like this? So supposing you become a CFP and your neighbor asks you, "Bete kya karte ho?" Your uncle may say, "Okay, you have become CFP. What exactly do you do?" Right? You have to tell in one line. So one line, what I like to say is that I help my clients achieve their financial goals. Can somebody put this? Have you understood this? The one line which I'm saying? We help our clients achieve their financial goals. And do you like this work? Yes, we help our clients achieve their financial. Yes, Rijit. Yes, Manigandan. Thank you. Yes, we help our clients achieve their financial goals. Yes, Nimit Gosalia. Yes, Ekta or Akta. Yes. So I'm happy. Now comes, what are the common financial goals? Yes. What are the common financial goals? If I were to ask you, Someshwar, Ekta, Nimit, there are broadly 5 most common financial goals which people have. 5 most common financial goals. Yes, education, marriage, retirement. Correct. Very good answer, Rishit. Child education. Yes, child education. Home. Correct. Sharmila Ambamane. Great. Retirement. Yes. We got all the answers. Child education, marriage, retirement. Kannan. Very good. Ashok Gulbarao. Yes, excellent. Okay. Hospital expenses, no. Manigandan, hospital expenses is not a financial goal. Financial goal is to avoid going to hospital. Okay. Foreign vacation is it's a, yes, it is also there as one of the buying home, correct. So the friends, 5 most important common financial goals are children education, children marriage, buying a house, buying a car, and retirement planning. Okay, these are the 5 goals. So why I'm telling you this is that as a CFP, this is what you will be dealing with, and you should be prepared how to take care of your clients' financial goals, and you will help them achieve their goals. In the process, you will also achieve your own goals, isn't it? You can advise others on money matters only when you yourself are very proficient, only when you yourself are making good money out of it, right? Yes, Mahesh, to build passive income, yes, to build, yes, great answers. Okay, can you please state the 5 goals again? Shrijit is asking. Yes, the 5 goals are children education, children marriage, buying a home, buying a car, and retirement planning. Okay, these are the 5 goals. Okay, so friends, now in order to achieve these 5 goals, we have to begin with the first step, and the first step is, of course, the first step is saving, right? First step is saving. So I'm giving you some gyan, some knowledge now, which you may already be having. So my question is, what do you think? What percentage of any person's annual income must be saved so that these 5 goals are achieved? First, you should know the answer. Then you will tell your clients about the answer. 10%, Chandrasekhar is saying, Indrajit is saying 20, Deepak is saying 30. Different people, different answer. But correct answer is what has been given by Gandhi Gujral. Friends, the correct answer is minimum 30-30%. Minimum 30-30%, not 25. Okay. And some people have mentioned 10, 20. I am afraid minimum 30-30%. Minimum 30-30%. Okay, Dinesh Ambade. Minimum 30-30%. If you are able to save 40, you will be able to achieve all your goals comfortably. Okay, you would be on the way to enjoy financial prosperity. But if for some reason you save less than 30, some people were writing 10, 20 like that. Like Hirathi is saying 20 savings. Dhaval Shah is saying 20. No. Less than 30, then all your goals will be impacted. Whether you save 25 or 20, children education will have to be done in some local school or college. Children marriage will have to be done in some temple, gurdwara, or some community center. House will be small, car will be small, and retirement will be full of struggle. And your job is to help your clients, not put them in trouble. Okay. So 30% minimum. And it does not matter what the income is. That doesn't matter. No. Whether your income is 5 lakh rupees in a year or 10 lakh rupees in a year, 20 lakh or 50 lakh, 1 crore or 10 crore, whether you earn 20,000 per month or 50,000 per month, 2 lakh per month or 5 lakh per month, that does not matter, friends. What matters is whatever is your income, are you saving at least 30% or not? And let me tell you how we calculate this 30%. Okay, let me tell you the formula. Some people make mistake. For example, this 30% has to be of your gross income. Yes, package, CTC, package, 30% of package. So supposing somebody's salary is 1 lakh rupees, but after deduction, they get 70,000 in the bank. So this 30% has to be of 1 lakh and not of 70,000. Okay. From 1 lakh, you first save 30,000. Then from balance 70,000, you pay income tax, you pay EMIs, you pay rent, you pay children tuition fee, etc., right? So this is a rule which you have to remember. First, apply it to yourself because you are a financial doctor. Unless you are a good financial doctor yourself, how will you take care of your clients? Okay, so that is what we need to keep in mind. Yes, we'll get nirvana. Chandrasekhar knows it. 30% will lead you to nirvana. Okay, now, friends, just now I want you to be enthused about embracing this profession. So just imagine if somebody is a medical doctor, right? If somebody is a medical doctor, what he would expect in society to happen so that his income goes up. What comes to your mind? What would the medical doctors be wanting so that their patient number goes up and their earning goes up? Can you give me the answer? Pandemic in the GC. Of course, nobody wishes pandemic to happen. Doctors are very nice people, right? Doctors are very, very responsible people. But Their income goes up only when there is some outbreak of some pandemic, some COVID, this, that, right? That is the situation. Doctors do well only when there are, diseases going up. But you will be financial doctor. When will you do well? Just think of it. You are a financial doctor. How will your business grow? When there is prosperity, when people are making more money, when people want to save taxes. So you would always be surrounded by lucky people, successful people, rich people. And in that process, you yourself will also become successful. You yourself will also become, financially prosperous, right? So yes, so income should go up. So that is why I want all of you to choose this profession of certified financial planner. And because Indian economy is going to grow at a very fast rate, lot of people will be becoming rich in next 10, 15 years. They will come out of the below the poverty line and will come up to middle income. Middle income will go up to upper middle income, and higher middle income will become rich. And when this happens, people need advice. They want to know how to save tax. They want to know which mutual fund is better, which insurance is better, whether I should take term plan or ULIP, whether NPS is better or PPF is better. So these kind of questions come when people are making more money. And as a CFP, you will have answers to all these questions, and that is how you will give advice, and then your clients will prosper. And when your clients will prosper, they will give you good fees, they will give you good income, and in the process, you will also prosper. Okay. So, friends, that was a quick introduction about, that if you adopt this profession of certified financial planner, what to expect, how you can grow, and when it comes to prospects, after you become a CFP, what are the various career options? Then let me tell you, there are several. Okay. First of all, company like Bajaj Capital is always needing CFPs. We are just looking, if we get somebody, we just grab it. Okay. In our company, we have about 40, 45 CFPs, but we are looking for more, as many as possible. So, and it is not only Bajaj Capital, all the wealth management companies, there are so many wealth management companies in the country, like Anand Rathi, ICICI Securities, IIFL, so many are there. And all the banks are looking for CFPs, whether it is Axis Bank, whether it is HDFC Bank, etc., etc. Yes, Inderjeet Singh, of course, we hired them. And then, apart from that, all the financial services, participants like insurance companies, BFSI sector, NBFCs, companies which give loan, credit rating agencies, all of them are looking for certified financial planners. So, but most prominent are banks, private banks, PSU banks, foreign banks, wealth management companies, and finally, of course, the mutual funds and insurance companies. But then not everybody wants to work for another company. You can do your own practice also. Just like a medical doctor can work with a big hospital and can start his own clinic also, right? You know that. Similarly, if you want to be your own boss, you can start your own practice. You can start your own practice like Oliver Sequeira, CFP, Shri Rang, CFP, Inderjeet Singh, CFP, Ekta, CFP. You can start your own, firm, either individual or you can be in a partnership also, and you will have clients. You will understand their needs. You will understand their requirements, and then you will give them solutions, and thereby they will give you fees, or you will earn commissions, and thereby you can grow your practice. And maybe in 1 or 2 years, once you have 50, 75, 100, 125 clients, your earnings can be, in millions of rupees. It can be 30 lakh rupees a year, 50 lakh rupees a year. And in 3-4 years, you can even reach 1 crore rupees a year level. There are so many examples where people are earning, lakhs and crores after a few years of giving good services to their clients and getting word of mouth publicity and getting recommendations from your existing clients. So it is unlimited scope is there, whether in the job front or in the practice front. You can do both. Okay. And Oliver is asking, how is CFP different from CWM? Which will be better option from the two? CFP is all encompassing. Okay. CWM, which is Chartered Wealth Management, is only wealth management, but CFP is CFP includes wealth management also and includes other things also like tax planning, like emergency cash flow planning, etc., etc. Okay, like even the legacy planning. Is PF a part of 30% saving? Answer is yes, Kamal Gupta. Answer to your question is YES, yes. Okay, because Provident Fund is your long-term saving that will help you in your retirement, etc. Okay, so friends, of course, I can go on and on and on, but I understand that the time is less, and we have other speaker also, and I'm sure most of you have questions that you want to know. You want to know the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, how to become CFP, what is the duration of the course, what is the fees, what you need to do, what is the prerequisite, whether you should be a commerce graduate or whether a 10+2 can also do, whether you should be postgraduate. You have so many questions I'm sure you want to ask, and our experts will be there to answer all such questions, also the fees and the various modules, the exams which you have to pass. And please feel free to be very clear, but I will be happy only if by the end of the session, if not all of you, most of you take this decision of starting and then finishing, by becoming a certified financial planner. How many of you just say yes, that if you will be ready and you would show your interest, join this course and become a certified financial planner and increase this population? Right. Thank you, Nimit. Thank you, Ashutosh. Thank you, Abud. Thank you, Manikandan. You're ready to start. Aishwarya, good luck to all of you. Yes, Gandhir Gujral and Krishanji, Kanhaiya if I can, ask whether we should take the Q&A now or after Rishi sir's session.
At the end of this session, sir, we will have a Q&A.
Okay, fine. So thank you, friends. Thank you. I'm feeling very happy that good number of youngsters have come today. They are showing, a lot of interest. They are showing a lot of enthusiasm. And I see the future of India is bright. The future of all of you is also bright. And I wish you good luck. And please ask as many questions as you want to from the next speaker, and be very clear and take the first few steps, which will put you onto this very noble profession of becoming financial doctors. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Anil sir, for this exemplary insights. I'm sure every time when we request you to come, you share so many insights from over the years of experience, being in fact a leader in the personal finance industry in India. So then we get to know a lot of things, and I'm sure each one of us has learned a lot from in the last 40 minutes or so. So thank you so much, friends. I will now, give you insights about the CFP program at ICFP. So let me just share my PPT deck 1 second. Yeah. So before I begin, friends, I just wanted to reiterate one point which Chopra sir was mentioning, just a couple of pointers there, that this is the right time to, get into the profession of personal finance, because, it's always better. I've learned in my life that whenever there are new trends coming in, we should always look at those aspects, try to see whether that is going to work for me or not. So in this case, right now is the right time, because, now we are seeing G20 happening in India today, starting today. And then, the thing is, I was reading a report from S&P last week, which is known as S&P's Look Forward India Movement Report. So now we don't talk about, in percentages, we are talking about in terms of X's. India's GDP FY23 was around 3.4 trillion. So by the end of FY31, it's only 7-8 years. We expect it to almost become double. Same is the case with when you talk about, the mutual fund AUM. It's around 46 lakhs crores right now, expected to be around almost double, 90 lakh crores by 2030. So we're looking at, 2x kind of numbers. And these broad economic numbers and parameters are going to convert into, making people more richer, earning much more. And then that will make a bigger requirement of advisors, professionals to, guide them on their financial journey to success. right? So I think one more number I just want to add, the highest number of crores, maybe people who are earning more than 1 crores. We had the highest numbers filing the returns in FY23, and that is doubled in the last 3 years. So we're talking about 2x kind of numbers now, and higher incomes. You require advisors to actually make sense. So this is the right moment for anyone to enter this industry and gain for himself, for his clients, and make a good living out of it. So let me begin my presentation now, friends. Certified Financial Planner. Friends, this is the topmost certification when it comes to personal finance. Friends, it is a gold standard program. It recognized in the top 27 economies of the world. Yes, you can, let's say if I do my CFP from India, only based on 1 or 2 test exams on clearing the taxation, I can certainly practice in different economies. So that's the way you have recognition as far as CFP is concerned. It is a unique 4-in-1 certification program. It's not that you will only get your CFP certification at the once you clear the final levels. So let's say even after you clear level 1, the candidate, because he has successfully completed level 1, he is granted the certificate of, which is known as investment planning specialist. So that definitely adds a tag. It becomes a kind of a recognition. I've seen people started using it either in their professional work or sharing it with their friends that or maybe colleagues that I've started now this journey and I have achieved the first milestone. So you get a certification there. It is ideal for students, professionals, and financial advisors. I'll come to this how it is really helpful. Just a minute. The curriculum, friends, is focused on personal finance and wealth-focused curriculum. See, friends, try to understand. See, when we talk about finance, if someone wants to do great in finance, so there are 2 aspects to it, largely the most popular ones. Either you can go through the corporate finance, so you have a CFA, or you want to go into research, again a CFA. The other element of it, which we are talking about today, is the personal finance, the financial advisory for clients. How do we help them manage their goals, reach their goals, and have a very successful life managing? I mean, they to help them achieve everything in life. So CFP, friends, is focused on the personal finance and personal wealth creation, right? Wealth, friends, these days has become a great USP for every bank. You have wealth departments with everyone, because Indians are now earning very, very, very good incomes. Not only jobs, they also have a lot of multiple income sources that are coming, which is actually bringing in huge cash flows. We've learned the tricks now. All we need to help is to help our clients to manage the money, can make them more wealthy, help them achieve success through in terms of their financial goals. Highly demanded by the industry. Yes, certainly. You need advisors. We have a huge shortage of advisors as of today. I can very well tell you that. Friends, as Chopra sir was mentioning, if you compare it with the CA, where you require 4 years minimum to do it, CFP is much shorter. It would typically take you around 8 months to maybe a year to do it. There is also a quicker way in which you can do, which I'll explain in few minutes. So it's a complete online program that one can join and complete it. So what I was telling you about, friends, is the who all can do CFP and what is going to be the utilization of it for them. What's the USP for students? See, friends, people who are into their graduation or they are just joining graduation. See, CFP helps to add a professional certification. So once they are done with their graduation and a CFP, so you are ready to enter the market of BFSI, banking, finance, services industry, whereby they would know that you have a graduation base and you have also understood the requirement of a professional certificate. You are the right candidate to be taken by any of the leading financial institutions in India. For working professionals, people who are already they're in the BFSI space, they are relationship managers, or they're in any other capacity they're working. it helps to upskill themselves. How would you ensure that you continue with on the learning path? These days, friends, the learning has to the learning cycles are getting reduced. So this is a very good way in which you can upskill yourself, let the companies know that you are in the journey or you have finally completed CFP. You are the right person. The certification has been given by the FPSB board, and you should be given a fast track career growth. For finance practitioners, friends, people who are either insurance advisors, they are mutual fund distributors, for them, again, clients these days, because of the the immense awareness and immense knowledge or communication that is coming across, they need quality. They need, they ask, what is it for me? I mean, how can you make my life easier? So for these existing practitioners also, CFP is going to be a great learning experience, you will get a learning growth, and also add verticals. You can add more business lines in your existing financial practice. For retired professionals, friends, we have so many candidates these days with us who are already retired or nearing retirement. They want to, one is major thing they say, we want to start a second career. Advisory, friends, is something you don't need to, you don't need to, run like anything which you would have been doing before in your corporate jobs. Advisory can be done either sitting at home. I can set up a small room which from where I can do my advisory. Once it works, I can then take up a small office. So these are very flexible elements that are available. And of course, people also join to actually understand, are we managing our money in the right fashion, or should we really do it in a different fashion? Because at times it's not the right way being done right now. So for retired, again, a great prospect. For teachers, friends, upskilling. I'm from a corporate world, friends, but then completing my CFP, I became a guest faculty with ISOFP. So you get many opportunities. Personal finance, friends, these days is also, you would see so many YouTubers, they have their own channels. They come up with a lot of knowledge, lot of awareness. You have people listening to them, trying to understand what they're trying to say. So you've got many prospects available. Personal finance is a very dynamic industry because you have many updates happening. It's not something which is very static. So very dynamic industry. We just have to abreast ourselves and we are the right people. Eligibility, friends. The minimum eligibility, friends, is 10 plus 2. Yes, 18 years of age. There is no restriction when it comes to which stream you are coming from or what percentage. You just need to be clearing your 10 plus 2. So it's okay, you're from arts, you're from commerce, we're from science. We have so many students from science backgrounds, friends, engineers. So that's not a challenge. CFP is not specifically, don't think that it's specific to commerce students. It's open for everyone. We have candidates across streams and they are doing very well with us. But there's this one thing, friends, which is a mandate is to get a certificate in terms of, you are the certified financial planner from FPSB. To get that certificate, friends, you need a minimum graduation. Yes. So you have to complete those 3 years of graduation and then you would be eligible. But there is also an experience criteria which is required, which is 3 years of work experience in BFS space. So if someone who's completed his graduation and he doesn't have the experience, we can help with that. There is flexibility available there as well, whereby if you work under an CFP as a, you do your articleship for just 1 year under a practicing CFP, that also suffices the experience requirement and you can be granted the certification. Structure, friends. The first thing, friends, you need to understand is this program is divided into 4 levels. So you have level 1, level 2, level 3, and CFP final. Total modules, friends, when I say modules, is basically different subjects that you're going to study. So you're going to study total 10 subjects in CFP. The idea is to give you knowledge about every aspect of personal finance, which is there today. So everything is going to be taught to you. You will understand it and you will be advised to start practicing it for the benefit of your clients. The final level, friends, CFP final, has a very interesting element, which is about you have to submit a financial plan. You have to build a financial plan. Actual financial plan has to be built has to be submitted to the board for approval. So the idea behind that is, friends, the board wants to see that every CFP who's clearing with us knows how to make a financial plan. So that is going to be, once he knows it, only then he can practice it, use it for the benefit of his clients. And how does the assessment happen, friends, here? The level 1, level 2, level 3, these 3 level exams happen every month. So it's very, very flexible. The board's kept it very flexible. I might, if I'm busy this month, I can always give it next month. That's available. Exams happen online. I can do it sitting at my office, sitting at my home, or I can go to NSE centers to give it. Your option, your choice. It's entirely flexible. And then for level 4, friends, we don't have it every month. We have it once in 2 months. So you have options of 6 attempts that you can give in a year when it comes to level 4. Now coming, friends, to the curriculum. What do we have? What all will you be trained in the course of Certified Financial Planner? First, friends, is level 1. So in level 1, friends, we have 3 modules. The first one is personal financial management. Friends, when I talk about personal financial management, friends, this is the building block of CFP. Here we're going to teach you how do you make budgets for your clients? How do you help them manage their discretionary cash flows? This is a major element, friends. We might be earning very well. Our clients might be earning very well, but we cannot save. Sir mentioned, he gave a target of saying 30% of gross has to be saved so that you meet everything of your life. Very difficult. At times you need to have that disciplined mindset to get into that. So we have to advise that to our client. How do you help manage the cash flows so that he is able to successfully invest the amount that is required? Then, friends, about power of compounding, time value of money, basics, major important aspects of helping a client starts from this. Second, friends, we have is investment planning, asset management. Here you will be trained on what are the different asset classes, about equities, about fixed income, about real estate, about gold. Then what are the various investment products into it? And how do you decide the asset allocation for a client? It depends upon the tenure, his risk appetite. And it also depends upon how much he can save. Then you have is, how do you actually measure the risk of a portfolio? How do you have to do, what are the strategies for portfolio rebalancing? So all that is going to be trained to you. The third module, friends, regulatory environment and legal compliances, talks about and discusses about, BFSI space is regulated space. We have SEBI, we have RBI, all of them, PFRDA for pension. So we see all of them are actually regulatory bodies available. So we will be, this particular module, we'll be giving you information, knowledge about different, the laws which are there in the Indian personal financial advisory industry. So that you are aware of what compliances you will need to do once you are when you are sitting with the clients, when you're actually doing your business. Coming to level 2, friends, we have retirement planning and tax planning. Friends, retirement planning is one goal, which is going to be a common goal for all your clients. Clients need to, this is the biggest goal that has to be done. We've seen cases of, increasing longevities in India. Ages are increasing. People want to, get retired, let's say by 45, 50. How do we design that? So you will be trained about both the accumulation stage, strategies for that, and the withdrawal strategies. How can you actually make your client have, that monthly cash flows which he requires? How do you design that? What could be the bucket strategy? What could be the 4% kind of a withdrawal strategy? All that is the major elements are going to be taught to you, and you will be becoming specialist on that. Coming to tax planning, all the 5 heads of income. How are the taxes computed on that? How can I save? How can I help my client, or I can save taxes for myself? Based on that, also every product, what is the entry? Do I really save money if I invest in it? What's the tax impact on during the exit? So all that is something you will be sensitized, and you will learn that we have to see every product from the tax angle as well. Coming to level 3, friends, we have risk management insurance. See, after COVID, there is a growing sensitization. I've seen heightened sensitization in Indians that we've started actually buying and getting serious on insurance. So in risk management and insurance, it's not only about the products that you will be taught about. You will be also made to learn how do you compute the human life value? How do you actually estimate the gap? How do you do the gap analysis for a client? Whether he really has all the minimum insurances that is required or not. So we'll do that as well. You'll be trained on that. Estate planning, friends. Estate planning, when I talk about estate planning, friends, I'm talking about we as, as parents, as siblings, we work so hard. Our parents are working so hard for, they've generated assets over the years. All our intentions would always be to see that, these assets are devolved, are, are given to the future generations in a very seamless, in a very peaceful manner. There should not be any disputes. So how can that all be done? What is the right way of drafting a will? How can you utilize the benefit of making a private trust? Is gifting a better option for you? That could also be there. Or how can I use the Married Women Properties Act for my advantage when it comes to life insurance? So all that is going to be taught to you. You would understand how to guide your clients when it comes to estate planning. The fourth, friends, is about here you have 3 modules to study. You have financial planning process, you have how do you engage clients, that's one module, and then developing financial plans. As I told you earlier, friends, this here in CFP final level 4, you will have to submit one financial plan, make it and submit it to the board for approval, and then you have the CFP final exam, which is a 3 hours exam. Yeah. The learning outcome, friends, in this slide, I'm just talking about the skills that you get. See, you get good at personal finance, wealth specialist in wealth management, advisory. You can even get into estate planning. I have seen, CFP practitioners who are only into estate planning. Either you can even get into things like, helping behavioral finance, managing clients' portfolios, portfolio analysis. You can do all of that. These are things, these are skill sets, tools that you will have it with you once you complete it, by the time you complete your CFP. Career ready. So, Anil sir mentioned about the entire BFSI space, financial institutions which have requirement at many places, and you CFPs, and they are understanding that CFPs are the right candidates because they have the right skills. They are trained to be following the right ethics. So you have skills, you have experience, you have ethics, all of that together. And that is why it's known as a gold standard. Now, friends, coming to ICFP, International College of Financial Planning, where I'm a guest faculty and I'm basically coming from them. So basically, friends, International College of Financial Planning, friends, is the first and the largest education provider of CFP program in India. It's part of the Bajaj Capital Group, a 6 decades old company, very highly trusted financial services company, very strong ethics over the years. There's no leniency on that. We, as Anil sir was mentioning, he is the one who went to the board's office long back to actually bring this practice in India. Since 2002, friends, when ICFP was launched, we have been the number 1 when it comes to the certified financial planners program in India. When it comes to our faculties, friends, we have faculties who are, each of them are CFPs. We have some of them are even CAs. We have CFAs, we have PhDs. Every one of us, friends, are from the industry. We have years and years, decades, more than decades each, minimum decade of experience in the finance industry. Every one of us is a practicing CFP. So that's one thing we bring. We as faculties bring in the right knowledge and insights from the industry to the candidates so that they can really make a good career out of it. Friends, our program head for CFP, Madam Madhu Sinha, has been a former FPSB India director. So you can just imagine what kind of strength we come with when it comes to the CFP program in India. Highest number of CFP certificates in India. All the leading authorities of when it comes to financial advisory, when it comes to personal finance, are the alumni of ICOFP. I'll share the names and faces in a minute. So very high passing rate. 85% is the minimum that we touch in across levels. So because we have that USP of the years of experience, we know how a CFP should be trained so that he is successful in the first attempt. Friends, coming to our alumni, the list of our industry stalwarts in the personal finance, all of them are from ICFP. Anil sir, Bajaj Capital, he was the ex-CEO of Bajaj Capital, so he's again an alumni. We have Colonel Sanjeev Govila. He has an RIA firm which is known as Hum Fauji, based out of Delhi. So he, recruits a lot of CFPs in as far as from us, as also from others as well. When it comes to Mr. Suresh Sadagopan, he again has an RIA firm named Ladder 7, based out of Bombay. Very good practice, very senior person in the financial industry in India. We have Shri Lavay Navlakhi, again an alumni of us. He is the managing director, MD and CEO of IIMPL, which is International Money Matters, leading authority when it comes to personal finance in India. Some of the other names, notable names, friends, Gaurav Mashtruwala, you can go and check their names on YouTube. You would find many videos on what are the right ways of practicing, what are the right strategies to adopt for the benefit of clients. We have Dilshad Bilimoria. Madam Bilimoria, also runs an RIA firm based out of Bangalore. We have Bhuvna Sriram, we have Shilpi Jori, we have Kalpesh Ji, Anant Lada, Puneet Oberoi. Very, very, very notable names in the personal finance industry. All of them are alumni of. We are very proud to have them as our alumni. Coming to study options, friends. So what are the options available as at the moment? Friends, we used to have classroom sessions earlier, but now after COVID, and we're seeing that there's demand for the CFP program across India. So it was time for us to go virtual. So now, friends, you have option of either you can go for virtual classes, which happen on Zoom. You have option for going for the weekday batches, where you have classes from Monday to Friday, or you can go for the weekend batches, Saturday, Sunday, based on your time availability and flexibility. Class recordings are also shared for you. That's not a problem. Then the other option, friends, is e-learning. By e-learning, what I mean is the faculty is not going to be there in front of you. You will be shared with same faculty, but you have recorded sessions. So you will have access to those recorded sessions. You can you can go through it, see it as per your convenience. So e-learning, friends, is for someone who is short of time, and also someone who is from this background, who maybe has experience, and he can, based on the videos, can certainly understand the entire concept. Of course, the journey doesn't end there. We are there for you. Whatever doubts you have, certainly we can have sessions are arranged with the faculties. Plus, the e-learning candidates are also part of all the other initiatives when it comes to assignments, when it comes to doubt sessions. So they are part of everything. It's just that you have sessions, live sessions with the faculty coming in, let's say for 2 hours, and here you have pre-recorded sessions again from the same faculties. So that's the basic difference. Coming to study materials, friends, the most comprehensive CFP study material in India is provided by ICFP. We've been doing it for the last 20 years. Once a candidate is enrolled, he gets access to concept books, workbooks. You have guest lectures. We have so many guest lectures happening where we request the candidate to come and understand the dynamics of this this growing, this dynamic industry, and try to also gain from whatever all the learnings from years and years of experience of others who are there. So we have access to that. People come to us. Then, friends, as I told you earlier, the sessions which you attend, let's say virtual, you will get access to it. I used to do it, review the sessions at least twice, because to get utmost clarity on it. Then, friends, you have online mock tests are available. You can give them when you are ready. You think you are ready. You want to test yourself before going for the actual examination. Assignments are shared by the faculties, which you have to solve and submit it. Then you have, as I told you, doubt clearing sessions happen every month before the actual examination of FPSB, and you get case studies for practice. Coming to, friends, now the fee structure. Friends, there is the board, FPSB Board India charges fees. I'll give you details on that. The first, friends, when somebody decides to go for CFP, he has to submit 18,000 rupee for getting registered with the FPSB board. And this registration, friends, is valid for 1 year. So it's 1 year exact. Then, friends, FPSB does make it mandatory that you have to buy their ebooks. The total cost of ebooks for all the 4 levels, friends, when it comes to regular pathway. So when I say, friends, regular pathway is where I have to do all the 4 levels. So here, so for 4 levels, friends, the book ebook cost is 32,500, which is 6,500 for level 1 to level 3. And CFP final, it's the final exam. The fee is 13,000 for the ebook. So total it is 32,500. Then, friends, we come to exams. So you, as I told you, you have every month exams for level 1 to level 3. The fee for examination is 6,750 rupees. And for the final level, friends, it is 13,000, right? And then, as I was telling you, in CFP final, we have to submit a financial plan. The fee for that is 10,500, right? So this is the fee structure when it comes to regular pathway, where you have to, where a candidate has to, he thinks that he should get she should get the entire knowledge in very detail. He wants to go through all the levels. So this is the cost for that regular pathway. Then, friends, I was talking to you about that there's a quicker element also whereby someone with the requisite education and experience can do CFP much quicker. Friends, that is known as the challenge pathway. In challenge pathway, friends, what happens is, as I told you, what is the minimum education requirement? For this, friends, the board suggests that if someone who is a chartered accountant from ICAI India, or he might not have been able to clear it, but he's in CA Inter with 3-year articleship and a BCom as graduation, or he's a full-fledged CFA. Either he is a certified public accountant, he's an ACCA, he's a certified management accountant, or an MBA like me in finance, or he is a certified associate of Indian Insurance of Bankers, plus maybe someone who is also someone who is a postgraduate in economics, commerce, or financial planning. So if someone comes with this education and along with this minimum 3 years of experience in the BFSI sector, then he will not have to do the 3 levels, which is level 1, level 2, level 3. Such a candidate who has the education and experience at his hand, he can straight away go and enroll himself for the challenge pathway, which means only has to submit the financial plan and appear for the CFP final exam. For this, friends, it typically takes around 5 to 6 months, because we definitely provide you with 40 hours of training, so that you are abreasted on what all information and knowledge you need to take for level 1 to level 3. So, friends, now coming to the board fee for challenge, as I explained you, what this short route. Here, friends, the validation fee is 5,000 rupees, because the board wants to see, they will check your credentials in terms of education and experience. Then, friends, it comes to registration plus FPSB content. Content, by content, I mean the ebooks. It's combined 34,000. Again, friends, similar to the regular pathway, financial plan has to be submitted, 10,500, and only the final exam. So you actually save on the examination fee for the 3 levels, plus you save also on the timings. Typically 8 months to 12 months it takes for the regular, whereby you do all the 4 levels. Here, because you have the education and experience, you can straight away go for just the CFP final level. Now, friends, coming to our fees, what do we charge? So, friends, as I was explaining you, we have 2 options available: virtual learning and e-learning when it comes to the regular pathway. Here, friends, virtual, when the where the guest faculties are coming and training and teaching you in live Zoom sessions, the combined fee, friends, is total fee, gross fee is 60,000 rupees. It is 15,000 for each level. But if a candidate is ready to pay it in lump sum, naturally there is supposed to be some discount. So there is a discount of roughly around 25%. So you can just pay 44,900 and get yourself enrolled for the CFP program. Coming to e-learning, by e-learning I mean the pre-recorded sessions, same faculties. The fee is 11,000 each for for each level. So that comes to a gross fee of 44,000. But if you again someone is ready to pay lump sum, the fee is going to be 34,900. So that's again a lump sum discount of 20%. When it comes to friends challenge pathway, there's a flat fee of because it's just one payment you have to make only for level 4. It is 25,000. And what do we provide to you in the challenge pathway? We provide you the prep books. We will also provide you. You will have the faculty, mentoring you for your case study preparation, so that you get the close hand holding for that. You get level 4 books. You get doubt sessions, and also we provide you access to. We can even share if someone is not very sure of, let's say he thinks tax is something where he needs to work very hard. We can even share some sessions, some exclusive sessions of the faculty, whereby you will to make you understand and bridge your gaps. So that close handholding or challenge is also provided by us. So friends, now since you joined us on a Saturday, right? So there is, I'm sure you must be waiting for what offer do we have today for you. So friends, the offer that I am happy to share with you today is flat 10% discount on the fee for virtual for when you talk about e-learning and the challenge pathway. So for all the 3 elements, you get a flat 10% discount today. Friends, on the journey, the story doesn't end here. Over that, there is also, see, as I was mentioning about the content fee to you, right? FBSP content fee, which has to be purchased mandatorily. We will be giving you discount coupons where you will be saving in total for all the 4 levels. In case of virtual, you will be saving 16,250 rupees. So that discount coupons will also be shared with you. And with that, friends, worth 5,000 each. So we'll also be sharing with you an NISM 5A. NISM 5A is the MF Mutual Fund Distributor certification from NISM. So we'll be sharing the e-learning videos for 15 hours, which is going to, if someone wants to become an MFT, he can view these videos and certainly get to success. On top of that, we will also be providing, whoever is interested, we will also be providing him with the stock market learning app from Share Google, which is a 7-hour program to understand the stock market, what is about basics of stock market investing, all about technical analysis. So this stock market learning app for 5,000 is again provided free. So in total, friends, today, if you enroll with us for today, this offer is for today, you save a total of, friends, when it comes to virtual, you will save around 30,000 rupees. So it's a big sum that you can save today and start your CFP journey. Friends, if someone who thinks that he will not be able to fund the entire fee for the program today, we can also help you whereby we have associated firms who provide 0% interest loans, where you just have to make a down payment and then you can get your rest fee converted into 6 interest-free EMIs. And for this, friends, you just have to pay 5,000 and block your seat today. So this is, friends, our number. Our counselors are waiting for your responses, and they can solve all your queries on the sales aspect. For all the other Q&As, friends, we all are there. Please, you feel free to now start asking your questions. Over to you, Kanaya. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rishi sir. I'll just quickly share a sheet, sir. Just give me a moment. Can you please stop sharing it? Your slide. Just. I'll quickly summarize the fee. So, this. So there are 3 ways to study CFP, friends. The one is regular pathway. Second one is the challenge partners. ISOP fee is 44,900 for virtual learning and 34,900 for e-learning. I have included all the fee at here. So where you have to, the board fee and the ISOP fees, everything is mentioned here. Altogether, with ISOP fee and the FBSP board fee for virtual session, virtual learning, it will be 1,39,150 rupees. 10% discount on study fees and the 50% discount on FBSB content fee. After both the discount, the fee will be 1,18,000 and for 1,18,410 rupees. Yes, so after the discount, it will be 40,410 rupees. You can enroll by just paying 5,000 rupees, and the remaining will be 35,410 rupees. You can also choose a 0% interest. We have a tie-up with the NBFC where you can avail a 0% interest loan. So after down payment, your fee will be your monthly installment will be close to 6,000 rupees for virtual learning, and for e-learning it will be 4,400 rupees. Similarly, I have done for the virtual learning challenge pathway also. Total fee, including ISOP fee and the board fee for the challenge pathway, it will be 87,500. After 10% discount, it is 87,500. You will avail a discount of 10%, which is 2,500 rupees. So after discount, the fee will be 85,000 rupees. Your ISOP fee would come down to 22,500 rupees. You can enroll by paying 5,000 rupees. The remaining fee after down payment will be 17,500 rupees. You can opt for a 0% interest for a challenge pathway also. So your monthly installment would be 2,900 rupees, close to 2,900 rupees. Friends, you can raise your hands. I'll unmute you one by one, and you can ask your question from our faculty. Rishi sir.
Mr. Hitarthi, should we take questions from the chat or have people raised their hands?
We can take a question from the chat.
Okay, great. So, Mr. Hitarthi, no, these are extremely interactive sessions whereby you can ask your questions, your doubts are sorted. It's not on mute, not at all, sir. And it's not one way. It's only when we interact, only when we let the candidates interact, only then, friends, you will understand things, right? So it's not that way. Of course, as I said, the e-learning videos option there, you will be given access to videos. But then the handholding continues. You have an issue. Certainly, sessions can be kept with the faculties. Plus, you will also be part of all the other initiatives, including doubt sessions. So it's not muted. These are very interactive sessions. How long? Typically, it is 2 hours per session. Mr. Nimit, what you have to do is you have to decide to opt. If you have the relevant experience in education, you can get in touch with our counselors. They can get it checked with the FBSP board and let you know. Mr. Hitarthi, as I told you, you have both weekday as well as weekend options. Weekday, you have sessions 2 hours each, Monday to Friday. And weekend, you have Saturday, Sunday, 2 hours each. So in case of weekend, it is 4 hours per week. And in weekday, you have 10 hours per week.
Hi, it's Indrajit here. Am I audible?
Yes,
yes,
sir, you
hi.
are.
So tell me, I'm more interested in the challenger pathway. So there you said that, you will get only level 4 books. And then there's written pre-course book. So for level 1, 2, 3, we don't get much material.
No, the pre-book is in fact, sir, that only that whereby that's a concise book of all the important elements that you need to know in level 1 to level 3, because we also understand, certain basics are not required. You are coming with certain experience, right? So that should be already clear. Like what is equity basic or what is debt, that much should be clear, right? So we'll talk about all the important aspects, which are the prep books, and then you get level 4 books. And the journey starts from there.
And do we also get, some doubt clarification? For example, now being an MBA and, practitioner for more than 25 years, the taxation part, we've not really, maybe we are not very clear. So do we get a help? The taxation would be one thing which, among all these things.
Yes. I feel. In Mr. Inji, there is not at all a problem when it comes to providing knowledge or clearing ICFPs at the forefront. Whenever you need a session, or maybe in your batch, people need a session for maybe 4 or 5 people also, we can arrange a special session with the tax faculties. So that can be arranged, the doubts can be sorted out. You can update your knowledge based on that as well.
Okay, thank you.
Kanaya, can we now take one by one?
I can see a couple of questions in the chat box.
Yes,
can you
please.
So take those questions?
Yeah. So Kavaljit Singh is saying, can you please clear month-wise fee, study fees in 6 installment when fees and other fees to be given, please? Mr. Kavaljit, the point is that when you join ICFP for the CFP program, you just have to pay our fees. Our coordinators, the academic coordinators are well aware of when they have to tell you to actually get your registrations done and when you have to, do those hurdles for getting to level 1, for basically appearing for level 1. So that is going to be there. Don't worry on that. But the idea is that for joining ICFP, the fee has to be given. FPSB's registration and the fee all will happen. There is a defined way in which it is designed, the hurdles, and the coordinators are well aware of informing you when that's supposed to happen. Mr. Casta, please tell my age is 20 years. Yes, BFSI, I've done my MBA finance, cleared my case. How much is fee? So you can go for the challenge pathway. You have experience in BFSI, you have an MBA finance as you're writing. So you can go for the challenge pathway, and Kanhaiya ji in fact explained the fee here, whereby the total fee for you when it comes to the challenge pathway is 85,000, right? It is 85,000, which can also be funded through also be for our fees, which is 25,000 friends for ICFP challenge pathway fees, that we can help you with the loan facility, interest-free loan. But for the board fee, that is going to be rest that has to be paid. In challenge, can I get help of MS Excel, financial calculator, detailed tax calculations? Mr. Chandrasekhar, yes, you will be trained on all of that. You will be requested to buy a financial calculator, or you can even do it in certain people are much more comfortable because they have years of experience working with Excels. So they can continue with the Excels also. So I am right now, based on my journey, so I'm good at calculator. I also know how to do it on Excel. So that's also there. The flexibility is there. The board is okay with that. You want to use calculator, good, or Excel is good for you. 10 years experience, Mr. Sridhar, but +2 not completed. Sir, so +2 is important. Correspondence degree. I think I would advise, Kanhaiya, can you get some counselor in touch with him so that he can understand Mr. Sridhar's case?
Sure.
Renu ji, my daughter is a commerce graduate and will be appearing for her IPCC, and she's a 3 years experience arrangement CA. Now, please let me know the fees. Renu ma'am, I think the fee that we have shared with you she has experience and she has done articleship under CA. I think she can go for the challenge pathway. So just the fee I told you, gross fee, which is including both the FPSB board as well as for us, the total comes to 85,000 after the discount of 10% which we are giving today. Otherwise, it is 87,500, the total gross fee of everything included. And then this fee can also be our fee, which is 22,500 for today, can be, you can do a down payment of 5K, book your seat, and the balance can be paid with an EMI of say 2,917 for 6 months. But for the board fee, you don't have to pay it upfront. It has to be in stages. So let's say for the financial plan submission after 3 months, let her get the refresher sessions for level 1 to level 3. Then she will understand things, right? Only then she'll be ready. We will be then putting her on for the case study submission, and then she has to pay for the case study. So it will be for the board fee that is not supposed to happen upfront. There it has to be based on the as she moves forward. But for our fee, Renuji, the point is it is 25K. Today's offer, you get a discount of 2,500, and our fee we can certainly help you with a loan option. Life insurance, yes sir, 6 years mutual fund industry. Should I go regular or challenge? Sir, Kawaljit Singh Ghai ji, dekhiye, thing is sir that graduate mein sir, challenge pathway mein, the thing is sir, you need some specialist education, whereby sir you need to have you need to either be a CA or a CFA or a ACCA, maybe CMA. So we need that, or a postgraduate. So graduate experience mein sir, it is matching. It is definitely much. You have great experience of 12 years in this industry. Then I would suggest sir, you should go for the virtual, the regular pathway basically, and the virtual sessions, so that you get come face to face with the faculty and you understand a lot of things there. Yes, rest you can think about. If you don't have time, you can then go for the e-learning also. Shrestha ji, the fee structure is confusing. Can you, Kanhaiya, can you please again explain the fee structure for regular pathway? Shrestha ji is facing some problem there.
Okay. So there are two fees. One fee for the study that you pay to ISOFP, and the another fee is for the FBSB board fee. This is the ISOFP fee, right, for your training, for your study. Then these are your board fee. This is the fee that you pay to the FBSB board, right? So including ISOFP and board fee, your total fee would be 1,39,150 rupees for virtual learning. If you opt for a virtual learning, for e-learning, it will be 1,29,150 rupees. Now we offer a 10% discount on ISOFP study fee. So that is the 10% discount. It will be 4,490 rupees for virtual and 3,490 rupees for e-learning. We also provide you a 50%. We also provide you a coupon which you can apply when you go to buy a FBSB content, which is mandatory to subscribe from FBSB. So it will be label wise. We will provide you label wise. When you apply those coupons, you will get a 50% discount. So see, the fee for the book is 30, including all level 1, 2, 3, 4. The fee is 32,500. When you and the 50% discount would be 16,250 rupees. Total fee after discount, it would be including ISOFP and board fee. Your total investment would be 1,18,410 rupees. Now we also offer this is the total fee. Now you can pay 5,000 rupees, and the remaining would be 35,410 rupees. Now this we also have a tie-up with NBFC where you can avail a 0% interest loan, and your 6-month monthly installment would be close to 6,000 rupees. That is 5,902 rupees. For e-learning, it would be 4,402 rupees.
So friends, I think now you must be having clarity whereby, see friends, the total fee, let's talk about just the virtual one. The total fee is 1,18,000, including everything, ICFP fee as well as the board's fee. And on that, at this 118 is the discounted rate for today, which includes 10% discount on study fee and the discount coupons that we will be sharing with you. Now, this 118, friends, is the total fee. When it comes to our fees, as Kanaya rightly mentioned, you can just pay 5,000, book your seat, and then you can go for an 6 EMI interest-free loan, which is going to be 5,902. And when it comes to e-learning, it becomes 4,402. So that's the way you can pay. Anji. So coming to the next question, Chandrasekhar Mahajan, can you share regular pathway, challenge pathway syllabus that will help us decide? Yes, I'll ask one of the counselors to share it with you. Krishan, if you can just note this down, we have to send the syllabus to Mr. Chandrasekhar.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Nimit, we have to pay 118,410 or 40. Nimit ji, dekhiye, 118 is the total fee. So there is a board fee and the ICFP fee, right? We will be training you and the board will take their fee as well. So this is gross of everything. That 40,410, friends, is ICFP fee. Usme we can arrange an EMI option for you, but for the board's fee, there is no EMIs. I mean, there is no facility as of today provided by the board there. Deepak ji, can we opt to pay 5,902 into 6 every month without opting for a loan? No, sir, I think, Kanaya, that's not possible, right?
No, that's not possible. But yes, you can pay in the 2 installment.
Deepak ji, we can do that much, that you can pay it in 2 installment. I mean, balance fee after 5,000, that can be done. So you have to just speak to the counselors. We don't get the EMI option on FPSB board. No, the boards normally, I mean, I haven't heard ever either any of the boards giving an EMI option. It's always because we understand the candidates or the challenge, that because I have come from the same thing, so we do understand that. But the boards at time, there is no options usually I've seen ever. So same is the case with the FPSB board. So that's it, Mr. Shesan. When we have to pay, Nimit ji, that the counselors, the academic counselors are going to, or the coordinators are going to speak to you. They will let you know. I mean, that was the way it was done to me. Nimit ji, try to understand, when you come to ICFP, I was an ICFP student only, by the way, if I'm just sharing with that. I was only focusing on my studies. Rest, they were doing the job when I'm supposed to apply for things, when I'm supposed to do that. There is 30 days for something. So they used to well inform us before and, help us even to, book my seats. I used to help. I mean, everything was supported by them. All my focus, Nimit ji, because of paucity of time, was only that I should be focusing on study. Rest, all the clerical element is taken care of by the well-qualified coordinators of ICFP, and they'll take care for every one of you. So don't worry on that part of it. You will not be losing on that, because that is something they'll take care of. Just focus on, start your journey, focus on the studies, and that's it.
DC sir, can you please open your PPT and go to the last slide where the contact number of ICFP is mentioned?
Sure. Here.
Thank you. So friends, you may call on this number 9711437779. My team is there. They can help you, guide you as how you can begin your journey in CFP. Any question if you have related to CFP, you can ask here, or even you can call on this number and they will guide you. Nimit ji is asking when we have to pay board fee.
Kanaya ji, I've already answered that. I think I've answered all these questions. If there are any queries from earlier that you can see, or any other one, maybe someone wants to speak up, we can even allow that as well, because I think I've answered all of these things. One sec. Okay. Yeah, so planning calculators which would be required when discussing with clients in the G3 planning calculators. One is you have to buy a financial calculator, which is Casio FC200V has to be bought. That comes handy, and you have to practice on that, which would be required, and that is I think good enough. And plus, you will be also trained on how do you do all the calculations on Excel. I think that is enough. We still make our all financial plans on Excel. I think that is the best route. Automated softwares, I don't find them very useful because they sometimes make it very standardized. Clients' requirements are usually not standardized. You need to make a lot of alternate changes in that. So it's better to use a Excel from scratch to actually design a plan for them. So Priyanka ji has experience of 7 years BFSI and done executive MBA in marketing from JBIMS regular. Ma'am, marketing will not suffice. Priyanka ji, I would advise please go with the regular pathway. Friends, the idea is also at times when you feel, I am coming from a finance background only, but I still felt that for my personal case, I felt weekend I can take out I can spare time. 4 hours is good enough. Saturday, Sunday I can manage it out. और उसमें क्या हो जाता है that you get the entire refresher again. I started long back. 2006 is when I cleared. So you had more than 10 years of my. I did not do anything in personal finance. So then the point is, I thought it's better. Let's go with virtual regular pathway weekend. So that's what. But in your case, because you have marketing there, Priyanka ji, you will have to go with the regular pathway only. And then you can decide whether you want to go for virtual sessions or e-learning. Yeah, Ashudesh ji, don't worry. Don't worry on that. It's not that we will not be doing the hand-holding. Hand-holding is done for each candidate, whether he comes from whichever. We actually don't know. We don't ask candidates whether you are from e-learning or you're from virtual or whatever the case is. For faculties, each and every candidate is same. The whole idea is to make each one of you become CFEs. That's the whole idea. BA 2+ financial calculator, Mr. Marimuthu, you can send a pic of it. I will see if there are some features that I essentially required for the exam. If that is there, then I think that is going to be working. But typically, we advise buying CFP, this Casio FC200V calculator, which is the ideal one, even suggested by the board. Yeah, Mr. I think there's no name, Nakshatra Capitals. Yes, you can share your details and see if you can be approved for the challenge pathway. That should be good. Thank you, Priyanka ji. Thank you for joining us today. Dinesh, any other questions?
No, sir. I cannot see any question unanswered in the chat box also. And also. All right. So let's wind up this session, sir.
Okay. So thank you everyone today for joining us. I hope we've been able to give you some guidance in terms of what you could be looking as a career prospect. And CFP is definitely the gold standard when it comes to if you want to go into personal finance, financial advisory, wealth management, the #1 course, professional course based coming from US. So that's it. So you can decide about it. You think it's good, come join us. We'll help you out. We, the faculties, are committed to do this. For so many years, we've been doing it. And you should take the benefit of that. It's an upcoming profession. Advisory is going to become the next big space in India. financial advisory and wealth management. So take the best out of it. Okay. With that, thank you so much. Bye. Take care. Have a good day ahead. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, sir. Thanks, Kanaya.
Bye. Bye. Next question.